Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In the today's session, I am going to discuss about IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. In the last sessions, we already discussed all the rules for the IUPAC nomenclature and how to give the namings for the alkanes and how to give the namings for the alkenes. And today's session, we are going to discuss about how to give the namings for the alkynes, both straight chains as well as branched chains. Okay. What are the rules we followed for the alkanes and alkenes? The same rules will applicable for the alkynes, but little bit variations are there. Now we'll discuss with the examples. Let us start with the simple example. Here I am taking the bond line structures. Already we discussed what are the bond line structures. See here, for alkynes, the first rule is, what is the IUPAC first rule? We have to select the parent chain. How we can select the parent chain? For the alkanes, we select the parent chain which is having the more number of carbon atoms, that is considered as a parent chain, right? For alkenes, same rule, but one exception is there. The straight chain, not straight chain, the parent chain should contain at least one double bond, right? For alkynes, we have to select the longest chain. It should be included with double bond. It should be included triple bond. It should be included triple bond. That is the rule for the alkynes. Now we'll see. I'm going to select this one as a parent chain. Now second step is, this one I'm going to select as a parent chain. Now you count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there, right? If I am going to select this one as a parent chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there, right? But the triple bond will get the highest number. The triple bond will get the highest number. We should not give the highest number for the triple bond. We always give the least number for the triple bond. If you select this one as a, I will show, this one as a parent chain, now you count how many carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there. If you are going to select this one as a parent chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there. You can select either this one or this one, no problem. But the numbering is important. If you select this one as a parent chain, this is the substituent here, methyl group. Methyl group is the substituent. Now you give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there. The third position substituent is there. In this compound, we have to identify the bonds and the substituents. One triple bond is there and one substituent is there. So we have to give the least number for the triple bond, right? That is another rule while giving the naming. Now you write the name for this compound. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there. So but, triple bond is there, ine. In which position the triple bond is there? First position. Again rename this but -1 -ine. What about this substituent? Methyl group. Which position it is having? Third position. 3 methyl but 1 ine. This is the name for this compound, right? Now we'll go for the another example. We'll see another example. See here. This means triple bond. This is one bond, two bonds, three. Triple bond. always we have to give the least number for the triple bond. There is no substituents. We have to give the numbering from this side. Give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there. The second position triple bond is there. Now you give the name for this compound hex 2 ine. This is the name for this compound. Now we'll see another example. Branched chain alkynes. Branched chains. For this compound we'll see. This is the bond line structure. This triple bond means here you have to think one carbon is there. Here one carbon, here one carbon, carbon, carbon. This is a substituent, right? Give the numbering now. Triple bond is there, so we have to give the least number. We have to give the number from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, see. In which position the triple bond is there? In the first position. And in the fourth position, the substituent is there, that is methyl group. Now you give the name for this compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons are there. So pent. The first position triple bond is there, hyphen 1 ine. In the fourth position methyl group is there, so 4 hyphen methyl, methyl pent 1 ene. This is the name for this compound. Now we'll go for the another example. If you do more example, then you will get some idea about this. You have to select more examples in your textbooks, then you do this. See here, you have to identify here one substituent is there, triple bond is there. So we have to give the least number for this. First we have to select the parent chain. From this side I am going to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if you select this one as a parent chain, it does not contain the triple bond, right? So that method is wrong. So I am going to select this one as a parent chain. Now you give the number for this. Here one carbon is there, one carbon is there. Now you give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first position the triple bond is there. Sixth position substituent, that is methyl group. Methyl group is there. Now you give the number for this compound. How many here 1, 2, 3. The second position also one substituent is there. One substituent is there, that is CC carbons. Met with propyl group is there. Propyl group is there. Now you give the numbering for this compound. How many carbons? 7. So hept 1 ine. The sixth position methyl group is there. So 6 methyl. This is one substituent. Another substituent also is there. Propyl group. Which position it is having? Second position. Propyl. Then how can you write these two? These two are substituents. Based on the alphabetical order, we have to arrange these two groups. Which letter will come first? M or P? M will come. Right? So 6 methyl hyphen 2 propyl hept 1 ene. Like this we have to give the naming for the compounds. Okay, this is about naming of alkanes. If you have any doubts, please comment on comment section. If you like my video, please like and share with your friends. Please do subscribe. Thank you.